Good evening and welcome to our AP information session here at LCVI. My name is Joanne Riley and I'll be doing a presentation tonight. I've been at LC for just over 20 years and I do teach advanced placement calculus and advanced placement statistics. My own background in terms of math and science is I have a geotechnical engineering degree from Queen's and a master's in mathematics from the University of Waterloo. I'm joined tonight by my colleague, the Department Head of Math and Science, Brianne Hamilton, who is appropriately distanced away from me. And Brianne will be handling your questions as you type them in. And we do invite you to feel free to type in your questions and we'll either take them as they go or we can answer them at the end of the session. What you're going to notice about my presentation is it's not just me telling you how awesome our AP program is. You're going to hear from our students who have gone through the AP program and are now at universities in various stages of their post-high school education and hear what they have to say about advanced placement. So Jenny Gatenby graduated from LC in 2007. One of the things we pride ourselves at LCVI about is the well-roundedness of our AP program. Jenny was involved in the arts, leadership, and athletics, and we do have an awesome, diverse community here. Jenny took both AP Physics and Calc and studied engineering, and she certainly said in conversations with myself that first year university, as it is to most students, is definitely a shock. So the introduction to higher level topics in a smaller focused class environment was really significant to help her. So what are advanced placement courses? So advanced placement courses are university level subject specific courses offered during high school through the College Board, which is based in the United States. The College Board currently offers 38 AP credit courses. So the AP program under the College Board monitors this. AP is in more than 100 countries worldwide and so is recognized for its excellence in preparing courses, preparing students in university level courses. The AP the College Board also is in charge of the SATs in the US. So AP courses reflect what is taught in introductory university courses in that subject area, so usually first year courses. Students take AP exams in May and the dates and the times are determined by the College Board. And these exams, which are usually 2 to 3 hours, usually 3, definitely measure the mastery of university level work. They're formally proctored here and include both multiple choice and full response questions. AP exams are scored between 0 and 5. So generally that's comparable to a 5 being about in the 90 range in terms of university marks, and a 4 would be in the 80s and the 3 would be in the 70s. In terms of Canadian schools, Canadian universities want to see at least a 4 or a 5 on an AP exam in order to use them as a credit. American schools will accept a 3 in an AP. I linked up this website, and this website gives you school by school, university by university, the policies around advanced placement courses, as they can differ significantly from university to university. I mentioned that you're going to hear from some of our former students. This is 2019 LC grad Josh Boyd, winner of the Queen's Chancellor's Scholarship.
Hi, I graduated from LCVI 2 years ago. I'm currently an econ major at Queen's. I'm just starting my 2nd year. I benefited greatly from LCVI's AP program. In grade 11, I took AP Statistics and AP English Literature, and in grade 12, I took AP Calculus, BC, AP Physics, the C exam, as well as AP English Language. Because of taking 5 exams, I was considered a scholar with distinction, and I was able to put 4 university credits towards my studies at Queen's. I found this immensely beneficial because as an econ major who wanted to take many math courses, that's sometimes difficult because sometimes in university there's scheduling issues or classes were full, and that's actually something that I found. But because of my AP, I was able to jump right into second-year math courses when I know other people who are econ majors often struggle to actually take the math courses that they wanted to. So overall, I'd say you should definitely choose LCVI and definitely choose to take it. So, really appreciate it.
Josh has also returned to LC to help us out, to help prepare students in English, calculus, and statistics. So currently we have 7 AP courses that are offered at LC, which link specifically to the Ontario curriculum. So what you're going to see on this slide is the AP course. In bracket beside it, you're going to see the Ontario credit course code. So ENG 3UE stands for English at the grade 11, year 3, university level at the enriched. And so you'll see the 7 AP courses that we currently offer. So English language and composition, which actually aligns really well with grade 11 academic English. The grade 12 English aligns really well with English literature and composition. In math, we offer calculus, and most importantly, we offer AP calculus at the BC level, which is the higher level. So there are 2 calculus through advanced placement, and we do the BC level, which is a significant jump over the AB level. Statistics, which aligns very well with data management, and in sciences, we offer biology and physics C, which is a mechanics with grade 12 university physics. We also offer in world languages, French language, and culture. Because we are an AP school, we also offer self-study options for students. So students at LC have taken AP exams in chemistry, environmental science, psychology, and my next video clip is actually from a student who started doing AP courses in his grade 10 year.
Hey everyone, my name is Drew, and I'm a first-year health sciences student at Queen's. When I was at LC, I took 8 different AP courses from grade 10 to grade 12. I took stats and calculus, bio, chem, physics, psychology, environmental science, and English. Overall, I would say that AP was a really helpful experience for me in terms of being able to manage a lot of content in a limited amount of time, as well as being able to write standardized exams that take 2 to 3 hours, have a lot of multiple choice and short answers, because that's really typical of university exams. And also in terms of content, it can really help me get ahead in a lot of my classes. It made it that much easier for me to manage all of the workload in university, especially because there's a lot of assignments. All in all, I would say AP was a really great experience for me, and I'd recommend it to anyone who goes to LC.
What Drew doesn't mention is that he achieved a 5 in all 8 of his AP courses, and was definitely one of our top graduates from 2020. So he started actually taking AP courses in his grade 10 year. So in grade 10, he came to me asking if he could come into the grade 12 data management course into my AP statistics. Special permission, we allowed that, and he did very, very, very well. As a student who graduated in 2014, and here's love for math and science really developed through our program. Here went to Queen's in engineering physics, and is now working. He fast-tracked his master's right into his doctorate and is studying astrophysics. So what he mentioned specifically is the challenging problems at the university level that we offer through our AP program that are really excellent for students to develop those key problem-solving skills. So in 2014, LC grad Ian Chu took these AP courses, And he then applied to Queen's Computer Science, which he graduated from in 2018, and Ian currently works for Google in San Diego. So Ian was, again, similar to Josh Boyd, was able to back into second year. So he used his calculus credit, his chemistry, his physics, and his statistics, okay, in terms of Queen's University. So he was able to bypass those courses in his first year program. This is a 2017 LC grad, Julia Namikos. And Julia is now in her fourth year at McMaster University in Health Sciences.
Hi, my name is Julia, and when I was at LC, I took AP Calculus, AP Biology, and I took the AP French class, so I didn't write the actual AP exam. I'm in my fourth year of Honors Life Science at McMaster University, and I don't use those anymore. Do I still recommend AP Calculus? Absolutely, especially if you are going into something calculus-based in the future, but also if you are doing something that won't necessarily involve calculus in the future, but there are a few intermediate courses that you have to take in calculus. I highly recommend this course. When I went to university, I had first year mandatory calculus that I had to take, and then I never had to take it again. However, everyone was struggling with calculus, and I learned everything I needed to learn about calculus in AP Calculus. While everyone was taking 5 courses in first semester and struggling with the fifth calculus, it was more like I was taking 4 calculus, and it was my easiest course. This allowed me to do well in all of my other courses because I could spend more time on them. I also felt like I just had a better grasp of calculus because learning about it in high school allowed me to learn about it in a slower paced environment, and like being able to talk to teachers one-on-one about it and really receive any extra help I might need and really understand the concepts at play. In terms of AP Biology, I recommend that if you want to get an experience with respect to test taking. So a lot of times you'll have to analyze graphs, or you'll have to read a really long passage and be able to take out the key information from it about biology, which is really helpful in the future when taking tests. As well, there was no AP Biology class in my year. I just took the AP exam, studied for it by myself, and talked to my biology teacher if I needed help. So if that's the case for you, talk to your teachers. Maybe they can support you if there's not a class being offered. Lastly, AP French. Never took the exam. Reason I was in the AP French class was simply because I wanted to be immersed in a higher level of French. And as a result, maybe my French would sort of meet that standard as well because I was being exposed to so much of it. And I do want to stress that this is something you can do with all your AP courses. You don't have to write the exam if you don't want to. Just learn. It's helpful. So yeah, highly recommend AP.
In 2015, Hannah Ferris graduated and headed off to McGill University, and where she was studying honors neuroscience. So Hannah was again a national AP scholar with distinction because of her achievement on a number of AP exams. So the University of McGill is one of the, I think, only universities in Canada that does require you to use your AP. Universities, it is voluntary whether you disclose to the university whether or not you've written an AP exam and your score. It is mandatory at McGill. So a student like Hannah bypassed all of semester 1 physics. She bypassed all of first year calculus and went right into second year and had no problems. Hannah is now a medical student at the University of Ottawa. This is Donna Gallup. So Donna is currently studying engineering science at the University of Toronto. So engineering science is like engineering on steroids, and is just a highly, highly rigorous and demanding program.
Hey everybody, my name is Donna, and I'm a third-year undergraduate student studying engineering science at the University of Toronto with a major in biomedical engineering. I'm going to talk to you a bit about the AP program. I took, I think, 5 AP courses. I took AP Stats and AP English in grade 11. Then I took another AP English, AP Calculus BC, and AP Physics in grade 12. I definitely recommend, if you're considering AP, to definitely take it. It helps a lot during first year university. And I recommend it for a few reasons. Number one, it makes first year a lot easier just because you've seen the content before, and you don't have to stress about learning something completely new. Additionally, some universities will allow you to use your AP scores as a substitute for courses in university. So if you do well, like if you score 4 or 5, you might not have to take the courses again in university. But I think the most important reason why I recommend AP is because it forces you to learn. Like, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the things I learned I might not have remembered by the time I got to university, but the fact that I was learning and going above and beyond during high school forced me to, like, you know, have good time management, to learn how to learn by myself, to look up resources and things like that. And those are skills that will help you regardless of if you end up, basically regardless of where you go, they'll help you. So, yeah.
So what are some of the reasons why we're going to suggest that you should take AP courses at LC? So AP courses are done individually, subject by subject. So students can really opt into their area of interest and can tailor-make their own AP plan through grade 11 and grade 12. So you've heard some of our students say that they wrote advanced placement exams in their grade 11 year, and then some in their grade 10 year, and in their grade 12 year, which really helps to spread it out. Students can still actively participate in extracurriculars and volunteer work, which is critical for all major scholarships. It's important for you to know as parents that major scholarships, every single major scholarship at a university in Canada is not primarily mark driven. So what that means is you need to have a full range of extracurricular and volunteerism in your community covering arts, athletic, and student leadership. It is critical then for our students to have those opportunities to make sure then that they're eligible. So a specific example would be a student last year who graduated whose marks were in the low 90s, who actually won the Loran Scholarship, one of the top university scholarships in Canada, and as opposed to someone who may have achieved a 99 average, but whose volunteerism and student leadership was not as significant. AP courses delve deeply into their subject area and cover university content completely. I perhaps forgot to mention that I'm currently moonlighting at the University of Waterloo as a teaching assistant in first year calculus. And so first year calculus, to be very honest, is often the course that students fail. If I can be blunt about that, their marks plummet. And so as I'm watching this and I'm doing one-on-one interviews because University of Waterloo is doing assessment interviews with our students, and what so many of those students are saying is, I wish I had done AP. We didn't do this in high school. We didn't do this in high school. And that's incredibly significant. And then I can tell right away when I'm talking to the students who have done advanced placement. It's overwhelmingly obvious. Yeah.
We just have a question from the chat that I thought you would answer now because it's relevant. How would a university view a low grade in an AP course versus a higher grade in a non-AP course?
Really good question. So if you're talking about the AP exam, you do not ever have to disclose. So if you write an AP exam and score 2, you never have to disclose that to the university. The other thing is, mark-wise, if you're in an advanced placement course, we can only assess you on the Ontario curriculum. Students who are in advanced placement courses, their marks are significantly higher. I'll be honest, they should be. They're studying material well beyond the Ontario curriculum, but we're only testing them on the Ontario curriculum. And that's a really important distinction that will come up a bit later. LC offers the most AP courses in QSIP. We are the only school that currently offers AP Physics, the AP English courses, AP Statistics, which probably you all know it's really hard to get through any university program without statistics. and AP French as well. LC's AP program has the highest success rate for any specialized enrichment program in the Limestone Board. So what exactly do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is if we look at the percentage of students entering our enrichment program. So in our grade 9 year and grade 10 year, students can choose to be in academic arts or AP prep. And so when we look at those students who go on and take advanced placement courses, our success rate is higher than any other school who offers a specialized program. The other thing, and most North American colleges, universities are AP favored. I can speak from my own experience at the University of Waterloo, from my own master's work there and then working as a TA, that AP courses are significantly favored at the University of Waterloo.
Another question from the chat that seems relevant. How does AP Science compare to IB Science? Which one is better for med school?
Okay, so I will freely admit that I know very little about the IB program. I understand it's a program, and so often students have to opt into the entire program. What has been reflected back to me from university professors is the depth at which AP. So what often university professors, specifically at Waterloo, because that is my experience, will say to me is IB has a wider breadth, but AP goes deeper and covers exactly what we need students to cover. In terms of medical school, it's interesting, one of our former graduates who was headed towards medical school, and he took in his grade 12 year, not just AP Calculus, but he took AP English. And he ended up applying to medical school after his 3rd year, and he used his AP English credit to satisfy a university English requirement and got into medical school. The other thing to note is each May for AP LC regularly has between 80 and 90 exams being written. Numbers don't tell the whole story, but numbers do tell a story. And I would encourage you to ask the schools you're investigating about their numbers. We're really proud of the students who push through and write those advanced placement exams. This is 2020 LC grad Joy, and Joy is also currently in her 1st year of engineering science at the University of Toronto.
Hey guys, my name is Joy and I'm in 1st year engineering science at the University of Toronto. I recently graduated from LCVI this summer and I took my AP Calc and AP Stats exams this May, as well as my AP English exam last May. For my program in particular, I found that AP Calculus has helped me a lot. All my calculus materials have already been covered by the AP portion so far, so I'm seeing everything for the 2nd time and I'm basically doing a review instead of learning things for the 1st time, which allows me to spend more time on my other courses. I don't have a statistics course, but I found that my stats knowledge has definitely helped me in physics labs and other types of labs that have statistical analysis of data. It's a lot harder for my friends to try to understand what the lab is asking for when they don't understand what the terminology means. And for me, I can focus more on the actual physics portion of the lab instead of trying to understand what the stats part means. I also don't have an English course, but I'm taking an engineering design course. Something they try to emphasize a lot is clear and concise writing. So that's something that we focus a lot in an AP English. So I feel like for all my courses, even though some of them might not have a directly correlated course like calculus, there's still an advantage of taking them. So yeah.
What Joy hasn't told you is Joy actually turned down the President's Scholarship from Western, but accepted a major scholarship at the University of Toronto into her engineering science program. So one of the things we've mentioned before is the freedom LCVI gives you to take part in extracurriculars. And we know that this year is different and we really hope that we can all get back to normal next year. But we do know that our AP students are significantly involved in our musicals and leadership in sports and other clubs, and taking on significant. Francesca Parker, who graduated in 2013, actually wrote her SATs and studied at a U.S. university, Columbia University in the States. She did do AP Calculus, and I believe an AP English as well. So one of the things that we're going to talk about is the AP myths and realities, and often I hear these from students and from parents. So the first one is AP courses are for only students who get good grades or those students who did AP prep in grade 9 and 10. That's not true. Any student who has come out of an academic level course in grade 9 and 10, and depending on their prerequisite, grade 11, can opt into an AP course at LCVI. There's no special recommendation. If you're willing and motivated to do the work, you can sign up to take an advanced placement course. AP courses are too stressful. It's absolutely no secret that AP courses are challenging. The support you receive, though, here from your classmates and teachers, as well as doing a course in the comfort of your own home, can really help you manage the workload. Sometimes the alignment between what's done in class is quite close to the AP material. So statistics is a really good example. AP statistics really does cover all of what we cover in data management. So there's only a little bit of extra material. AP Calculus, on the flip side, offers a significant amount of extra work. So I usually run sessions after school, at lunchtime. We work on the weekends sometimes, and we get together and just do some additional material. I don't think I'll score high enough, so what's the point? You don't need to score a 5. Many Canadian universities grant credit and placement based on a 4 or higher. US colleges, it's a 3. The value of doing university material in high school is huge. I have had students who have scored 2 or 3 on an AP Calculus exam. They then go to university and they're still getting 90s in first year calculus. Because it is, the AP material is such on a significantly higher level than what's offered in the Ontario curriculum. Taking AP courses will hurt my average. Absolutely not. Your Ontario course mark is only based on an Ontario curriculum. And you write the same Ontario exam as students in the regular course. And as I said before, your marks in an advanced placement course are usually really high. No one's recommended me. You don't need anyone to recommend you for AP. You just need to be willing and motivated and interested. So James is now actually in 3rd year of engineering at Queen's, and one of his experiences during first year is he would say to me, RJ, all these students are coming to my residence room and I'm having to run calculus tutorials for all of these students. And he said, you know, some of them are breaking down and crying. And again, calculus in first year is one of those courses that causes a lot of stress. This is Akshay Starber.
Hey guys, I'm Akshay, and I graduated from LCVI last year, and this year I'm attending Queen's University studying biomedical computing. And while I was at LC, I wrote 7 AP exams. Grade 10, I wrote AP Environmental Science. Grade 11, I wrote AP Biology, AP Statistics, and English Language and Composition. And then grade 12, I wrote Chemistry, Calculus BC, and Physics C Mechanics. And so for me, I think AP presented 3 main benefits, and I think a lot of you might find those to be true too when you go into university if you choose to take AP. The first of which is that I was able to actually transfer a lot of the credits away from kind of my requirements at university. So for my program specifically, as well as like my future career and program aspirations, I would have had to take a lot of credits and a lot of courses that I think would have just added a lot of stress for me. But because of AP, I was able to transfer some of those away, kind of reducing the stress. And then the second benefit, adding on to that, is that for the courses that I did end up taking still, I still learned a lot of the content. So for example, I'm taking biology this year as well as physics. And for both of those courses, I had already learned a lot of the content from the AP courses just because those are first year prep courses. And I think that gives me an advantage over some of the other students who are kind of learning this for the first time, whereas I'm kind of just reviewing it, which has helped my performance as well as just my ability to kind of handle university for the first time much better, especially in this kind of tough time in 2020 that we're all having. And then I think the last thing is that AP kind of prepared me for the workload and the course load of college, just because I think high school courses are more manageable, but university courses kind of ramp up on the amount of work they have to do. And I think AP kind of simulated that in a way and allowed us to work beyond what we would normally be doing in a normal course and have that extra workload and having to manage extracurriculars, etc. And I think that taught me a lot of the skills like managing our time, organizing my day, things like that, being able to handle extracurriculars as well as academics. I think that's been a lot of help for me this year in university, especially with the fact that we're in the middle of a pandemic. So kind of how to cope with that, how to make sure I'm still on track. I think AP has helped me a lot with that. So if any of you are considering it, I would 100% recommend AP. And I think LC is a great place to kind of get a lot of the content for AP, to learn a lot of that, just because we have great teachers. And yeah, I hope you guys choose to go into AP, and I'm sure you guys are gonna really enjoy it. And yeah.
This quote by Mclaughlin. Lily actually came out of academic arts, and when Lily first started in grade 9 and 10, I think we assumed that Lily would be pursuing a career in the arts. Her mother is a fairly well-known artist in Kingston. Lily actually ended up in my AP statistics class by happenstance, and she wrote the AP statistics exam and then went into McGill University, majoring in info systems and minoring in business. She's now working for a managing consulting firm in Toronto. So often students' plans do change from what they think they might originally want to study. I'm not going to show you the next video I had planned, but I will load it up on the website. Julia Patelli also came up through our academic arts program and also wrote AP statistics and AP calculus and achieved a 5 on both of those exams. She probably showed the most grit and determination in finishing those, especially in the COVID online course. Okay. One of the last students I'm going to reference is Hummer Saeed. So Hummer was one of the 10 2018 University of Toronto's National Scholars, which is absolutely the most prestigious scholarship that the University of Toronto gives out. Hummer came to us in his grade 11 year, coming to us as a Syrian newcomer with his family. And he significantly contributed to the life here of the school, to our community, and won the scholarship, which is basically a full ride for 4 years, tuition, living expenses, spending money, etc. His younger brother actually won the Loran Scholarship last year and is at McMaster in Life Sciences. So thank you for coming. There will be a recording of this session will be made available. I can take a couple minutes, I know we're running overtime, to answer any questions if my colleague has any, and I've also put down my email.
We don't have any questions in the chat now. I've answered quite a few of them by typing back, and you've answered some during the presentation. But if there is any more questions, feel free to put them in the chat and we will feed those questions to Joanne for answering.
AP really is a community of students here at LCVI. We really value the kids who study with us. Our teachers go out of their way to support those students and preparing them for those exams, meeting outside of school hours to make sure they're 100% ready. Many of our graduates who are local do come back and actually help us as well prepare students. Thanks for attending, and we warmly welcome you to the AP program at LCVI.